Hey guys, welcome back to LQ's Creations. I hope you're having a good day, a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, whenever you're watching this. So, I have to admit, I'm really excited about this one. So, I think I mentioned in a previous video, when I got back from my vacation, I went on to Scrapbook Expo. And if you're not familiar with Scrapbook Expo, what it is it's a big, like, I guess kind of almost like a trade show. And what they do is from the months of usually, it used to be February, but it seems like it's a little bit later now in the year. So probably February through October, they travel between California and New York, going to different states and put on this big like 2 to 3 day expo. So it's usually like the first night you go, it's like what's called the make and take. The next day, which would be, that's usually a Thursday, then Friday and Saturday is when they open up another part. There's two parts. The first part is where you go and let's say you have like you and a girlfriend, or even if you just want to go by yourself and sit at a table, you can scrapbook, craft cards, whatever you want to do. They have that section. But what's fun about that is they raffle off prizes and just all kind of things. And then they have some exhibitors come, they sell things that night. And then the next thing is they come along and on the next 2 days you can go shopping, but you're still crafting and stuff like that. But anyway, enough rambling there. What was cool about this last year's one, I got a chance to meet Sabrina Loveland from Scrappy Tails. Her and her dad decided to do or to be a part of the Scrapbook Expo. So I'd already been a fan of Sabrina's, of course, learning about her through Jennifer McGuire and stuff like that when she had her stuff featured on there. But just got a chance to meet her and her dad. Just so sweet. Hi, Sabrina, if you're looking. Hi, Dad. I apologize to forget your name. And I know that's bad. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names. But anyway, they were so nice and so sweet and so kind. And I got a chance to be asked to be a guest designer. And so she sent me from one of her new collections the actual train set. And so I'm just over the moon with this, and I have to admit I love trains. I've actually rode a train, not cross country, but here in California, and it's just really fun. And of course we have out here Amtrak is our big thing, but I can just remember getting on riding with my mom, and I even have taken my daughters on there, and so it's just fun, just a way to ride. So Sabrina sent me the lovely train set, and so as you see what it looks like, it makes this really cool thing here where it's, I want to say it is like a slimline card. And so like it's the bricks opening and the train are coming through. I'll give you a glimpse of just how the train would be coming on through the station. Kind of like it puts you in the mind of Harry Potter too. So in the collection it has like this clock and everything and stuff. And so there's that. So that's going to be really fun to play with and come up with. Also part of the collection, I got this lovely thing where it's sets of like the trains passing through, you know, like the forest or something. So it's got the house, looks like little church there, or whatever kind of building you want to make it. And so that's going to be, it's just going to be really fun to play with. I'm really excited about this set. And then also in the set, if you want to keep it a Christmas theme, there is this guy here. It's got Santa holding a little girl on his lap with the presents and things like that. And so that's going to be really cute to play with and stuff. And then it's also got Santa sitting there at his desk going over his list of, I believe, of who's been naughty and nice. And it's got like a file cabinet in it and a shelf and everything. So I have many other like sets from Scrappy Tails that I can play with. I have some of the trifolds and things like that. So I am not sure what I'm going to do with this set yet. So I'm going to go off, look at some things, and then you know, figure out what I'm going to do, and then just get to cutting. And as I say, get your groove on and enjoy. And yes, I am a little kid right now because I'm just so excited about this. So get your groove on. Hey guys. Okay, so as you can see, I had fun. I have to admit, there were some things I did off camera. This one is a true labor of love. I will say this. There is a lot involved in this, but it was still so much fun to play with this stuff. This is probably like my second or third official card using some of the Scrappy Tails stuff, but I'm gonna do a refresher here just to remind you of where we started. Well, actually no, I changed it back. So the reveal is this lovely card. So I'm going to zoom in, and I apologize, at the time I'm filming this it's at night, because here in California right now we've been socked in with fog, and it doesn't really kind of matter. It's just whatever day you film. So I figured at night was going to be better, and I'll be honest, it took me a little while to make this. But anyway, this lovely card was so much fun to make. And things, I didn't do any inking in this. I could tell you that ahead of time. This was all die cutting, but what took me so long is just trying to figure out what colors, what papers, what to use. And this is one of these cards that you feel like you've thrown everything in it but the kitchen sink. Let's just say that. So the card is this one, and I'm gonna, as I'm explaining the card, I'm gonna be pulling stuff alongside of stuff I use. So the shape of the card is actually coming from this set. So starting out, this is her one particular one. It's a gatefold card, but it makes a lovely design like this with it if you use it that way. But I decided just to use parts of this. So all I did was just use this and this, as you'll see. So this is what the base of the card is used to make this. And this one is a belly band trifold add-on is what this one is called. And so for the words, all aboard the birthday express, what I did was from I had to order some things, and so I was waiting for this particular set to come in so that I could use it. So it's one of the newer ones, and it's from this set. It's the all aboard the Polar Express, which does the ticket. But what I did was I used the words. So I used the all aboard, and then I used the and the express. The birthday is cut out from Spellbinders sentiments, my favorite sentiments that I like to use, which, and I apologize if this is the only die I didn't have, is this one. So this one, and I apologize also too for the glare. I'd have to use my big ceiling light in here because, yeah, to get, so I'm going to work on trying to get it diffused a little bit, but I love it because it gives out perfect light. But anyway, going back to the card. So for the birthday, what I did was I used the happy birthday. It's for the life's moments sentiment. Cut off the happy and just use the birthday. And then that's how that came to be out. For the window, from the Scrappy Tails set, I used this one. So this is the one, it's the living room trifold add-on, as you can see. So there's the window, but you see what else comes along in there to add on the pieces to make like for trifolds or anything like that. So that's that one. And so that's how the front of the card came to be about. On the inside, as you see, I cut another window. I also used this particular die here to give me a brick effect. So any die cutting machine, I have a Empress Elite machine and my electric machine. And so what I did was I took, every machine comes with an embossing folder mat, and it should. Sometimes it comes with it and sometimes it doesn't. We have to buy it separate. But I took this die, put it over paper, put it over my embossing mat, and then just ran it through the machine. So it gives you like this effect, if you can see it on camera here, of like the brick effect. So that's how I got that brick effect on the front and on the inside, to give me that, because I just wanted to make it feel like you were looking out. And so that's what. And then the second page, as you see this lovely scenery here, I used from the collection. Let me grab it. I used this set. So this one, it's, you see, it creates the scenery. You can use it. I mean, what was nice about this is, and I knew it when I got it, yes, we are here at the holidays, but I kind of wanted to do something different. And not to mention too, I'm making this card for my husband's birthday, which he doesn't know it yet, but anyway. And so it I challenged myself to say, okay, I'm not going to use it as a Christmas card thing. I'm going to use it as just like a regular everyday birthday thing. So that's what I did. So I still used the background, the train and everything. What I didn't do was use the word let it snow or Santa or the moon and everything like that. And so I just cut it up, made the scenery, did the train as you saw back, and just had a blast. Went to town choosing colors and everything. The papers I used a few from my stash, but mainly I used a lot of the Spellbinders color wheel. So like for the two tree colors, I used Fern and Rainforest. For the bridge right here, I used Craft Card. And then I came in with this brown here, which is Truffle, and use that to make that. The train is again cut out from a piece of gray that I had on my stash. It was kind of, I didn't want anything too dark, and I didn't want anything too light, but I did want it a little bit kind of in the medium range there. So that's why I chose a color from my stash to use. And so just did that. I did struggle a little bit with this because after I got in there, I was looking all around on the die set to see if there was anything here to make the front of the train, because it was weird. So I had to end up just getting clever and kind of cutting that over. And so if you can see that on camera, that's how that came to be about. And then just again took the one scenery and just cut that out. And that's how the second page. On the inside, when you open it up, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but when you stand it up, the front folds down like this. But as you see, I created this lovely scenery on the inside here. And so for this, I used from the train set here, I used, well, I'm just going to go ahead. So I used this one to cut out the top here. The clock piece, I used this part here to make the train tracks, as you can see. And then I used some silver metallic to cut the face of the clock and everything, as well as some silver metallic on to embellish and decorate the train itself. I used some rhinestones in there for like light, to give it like that kind of light effect. And then just put that together and then just glue it. And then I, of course, used the fold down piece from the card set here to do. And then I ended up cutting some more trees and just putting them in there and layering up to make it look like it's the train coming out or coming into the station, so that you can catch your train and get on for your birthday. And then over here on the other part, I just used some white cardstock and just cut out the clouds, freehanded them. And then just created another scene over here, scenery of everything, like, you know, you're looking out over there and stuff. And so that's how that came to be about. And so that's how this is. So when you stand it up, it looks like that. So in the back, I used the trifold things. Now I ended up having to cut some of these down to make the trees, you know, stand up even better, you know, for when it, you know, folds up and folds down. But it was really easy to do. And so I had so much fun creating this lovely trifold card. And so I'm going to add some more to it. But again, it's for my husband's birthday. So I'm going to put a message. I'm either going to do it here, cut out another piece and cut that out, write my message here. Or I may just do it on the back of the card. So nothing's on the back there, but yeah, I haven't put a message in there or anything, but that just lets you know where you can write your messages in this card. So, you know, I mean, I could go back and add happy birthday up here. I could do it in here, you know, kind of put a banner, you know, across there for the trees and everything. Or even do something here on the train where the trees are to put, like, you know, another sentiment or message or another sentiment. But again, you can write your message here. You just got to cut out another piece, which I will do, which as you see, I kind of already have some pieces here that I can cut out and just glue over and write my message here. Or again, as it folds and things like that, turn it over and I can write my message on the back. So I want to say thank you again, Sabrina, for sending this to me. I had a blast making this. I know there are some pieces to the collection which is the Santa, which is him making his naughty nice list and the file cabinet, and then of course him sitting in the chair with the little one. So if I can, I may, you know, come back with another card, you know, with this. Maybe just making like a simpler version of this and using that. But this was so much fun to make. So yeah, there it is, all aboard the Birthday Express. So yeah, when you open it, there's that page, and then here's this page, and then there's the fold down page. Absolutely fun. So I am coming along in the craft room. I had to stop, take a break, because as you know, with Christmas coming up, and Christmas is at our house this year, so I've had to put getting the craft room, you know, to a place where I needed to be on hold for a little bit, which I'll probably start back at the beginning of the new year. And so just putting it there, but it's coming along. So I am happy with the way it is turning out, just moving and rearranging some stuff. You'll see in the video when I do it. I didn't buy really a whole lot of new stuff, just a few little things, because I had already splurged earlier this year when we moved in on some new pieces. So anyway, more on that when that video comes out, so stay tuned. And so I am going to go ahead, continue on turning this into the birthday card from my husband. But again, it was truly fun. And again, thank you to Sabrina and your dad. And please, happy holidays to you and your family. And I will catch you in the next one.